were 2,053 suicides in 2013, and there would have been 2,054 if I had succeeded that year as well. People never really talk about what happens after a suicide attempt if they have failed. They usually talk about the reasons leading up to it or what caused them to do it, but never do they discuss what happens after. People who are around people who committed suicide and failed um, don't really know how to react and don't know how to treat them and don't know what happens next, basically. So in this film, we're going to discuss the myriad of different ways that they're going to react to them. Through a study of two people who failed to commit suicide and had very different reactions from their families and friends.
I actually got grounded by my mom for like a month, a little over a month. It was basically like kept a secret because I guess she was embarrassed about it.
Oh, after, there wasn't much. My parents were more concerned than anything.
Was overdosing on Excedrin, which is a painkiller you can get in the States.
Oh, I overdosed on painkillers.
Last year, December 10th.
September of 2015.
So actually, I only passed out for around half an hour, and then when my mom found me, I was conscious for the ride to the hospital, and while they were pumping my stomach.
The first time I woke was in the emergency room, and then because they were trying to have me swallow the charcoal. No, no, it was because they put the tube down my nose so that I could take the charcoal in, and I asked them not to do that because I didn't like it because I felt like vomiting. And then they made me promise that if they took the tube out of my nose, I would drink all the charcoal, so I did.
The main way my mom reacted was disapproving of it, and the first thing she told me after they finished pumping my stomach was, "You're grounded because I don't want you to think this is okay."
My family, all of them were there with me at the hospital the whole entire time, but they were sort of very efficient about it. They're really not the type to jump to conclusions or start to panic about these kinds of things. They try to take it like, why did this happen and what can we do to fix it, or what do we do so that it doesn't happen again, which was actually very nice because when you're already feeling very confused about everything or very unstable about everything, it's nice to have people around who are also trying to be like grounded and stable for you.
The friends who knew, who I told at the time, were all, yeah, they were half mad and half sad, but mad only because they didn't want me to go, and yeah, they're all kinda distraught at the same time.
They were just as supportive. I don't know how they found out I was in the hospital, but several groups of them came by to visit, and it was nice because they're not the type who would be nosy, so they just came and they brought things for me to do because they knew that I would get bored in the hospital, and they just came to spend time with me.
No, I don't think so. I think there's too many things to take into consideration, and I think I've found more things to keep me seated here right now.
No. And in the first place, it it wasn't a premeditated thing. It was really just a moment of panic. But if I think about it, one good thing that came out of it was that I got proper treatment. And that's one of the reasons that it hasn't happened again.
No, I think I had to see and experience everything to get a full understanding of everything in general.
In a way, I don't, because it sort of opened the channel for a conversation with everyone in my life, so that I'd be able to better manage myself. I mean, if that hadn't happened, I could have just gotten worse and worse, and then it would have happened anyway, and maybe people wouldn't have been as understanding.
Though you've heard their stories now through their interviews, I don't think it's ever going to be sufficient to explain the depths of the feeling that you have to go through before you commit something so serious as suicide. Like, I would never be able to explain how my mother stopped talking to me when I woke up from my attempt, and I'd never be able to explain the fear that I felt when I was led really far away to Laguna for the rehabilitation clinic that I would have to be in for months. There's many things you really can't explain unless you've really been there, and that's why I don't think this documentary will be sufficient to explain that, but this is just an attempt to do so. Thankfully, the 3 people, me included, in this documentary are now doing much better. Overall, we're all medicated now and seeing people to help us with our problems, and our families are treating us better, so that's a plus side to everything.